Hello there, Jeremy Weiss here with Weiss Tech Hockey. Today I want to show you guys another one of my very favorite passing and timing drills. Now the reason why I like this drill so much is that it incorporates a lot of different game simulation components. So you'll be able to work on everything from one-touch passes to timing, support tactics, offensive zone attack options, and as you get into the different variations of the drill, you'll even be able to incorporate some 3-on-1s and 3-on-2s. So it's kind of one of these all-encompassing drills that you're really able to focus in on a lot of different elements with. Now I call the drill the Wiseman drill, and the reason why is because the person who showed me the drill was one of my old coaches named Wiseman. And just for the sake of my own ease of memory, usually if somebody shows me a drill that I really like, a lot of times I'll just name that drill after them. So if you've got a better name for it and you want to change the name, that's up to you. But for me, that's how I remember it best. So let's go ahead and we'll pull up the rink. And as you can see, we've got to set up a lineup in the corner. Now for the first variation of this, we'll just throw everybody in the corner, forwards and defensemen. Now we'll be going in groups of 3. So it would probably make the most sense to have forwards go with their own line mates if you're working as a team with this drill. So we've got a lineup in the corner, coach off to the side of the net with pucks, and we've got a cone up just kind of on the edge of the center ice circle there. So what we're going to do, on the whistle, first 3 guys leave at the same time. First man will come up around the cone and skate back straight towards the coach. Okay. Second man we'll do the S. So the second man will come up around the top of the circle, down around the bottom of the circle. Okay. Now, as you've noticed here, we've got a little bit of a different looking arrow on the end of this. The reason why I did that is because I want that to simulate an inside reverse pivot. So I don't want the forwards to take their eyes off the passer here. And that has to do with just kind of a game simulation. You always want to be ready to pick up the puck, and if you've got your back turned to the passer, then he might not be able to pass it when he's ready. So we'll do an inside reverse pivot here, so you never take your eye off the passer, and then skate up the ice. Okay. Third man will do the circle, the full circle here. So he'll come up around, come down around the bottom of the circle, and again utilize that inside reverse pivot so that he doesn't have to take his eye off the passer either. Okay? So you got your first man coming up around the cone, second man does the S, third man does the full circle. Now for the first option of this drill, what we're going to do here is we'll keep it very simple. The coach will pass out to the middleman. Okay? So just good hard stick-to-stick pass to the middleman. The middleman will decide either way. He can pass to either one of the wingers on this drill. So let's just, for the sake of demonstration, say that he one-touches the pass. Okay, and I want you to stress that with your team. Make a one-touch pass there. Players need to learn to do that. Okay, so one-touch pass up. This man will pick it up. Oh, I drew the wrong arrow there. Let me fix that. Okay, so the winger will pick it up, and here's what happens at this point. So after the winger picks it up, he's going to skate straight down the ice with the puck. Now this is where we come into the offensive zone attack options. So for this particular drill, what we'll do is we'll have the first man attack wide. Okay, after this guy makes the pass, after he makes the pass and the other winger has read that the pass didn't go to his side, he realizes that he's going to become the F2. So we'll have F1 go wide, F2 will drive to the net, okay, full speed, and after the centerman has made that pass, what I want him to do is loop in behind the person that he passed to, okay, and then he'll just follow him up the ice as the trailer man. Okay, so as you come into the offensive zone, you're going to have F1 go wide, F2 go to the net, and F3 is trailing. And what that leaves you with is the attack triangle, and I'm sure you've probably heard of that already. For the sake of this drill, hockey is really a game of patterns. So what I like to tell my guys, in these types of drills is, let's work on the specific pattern. So for this, I'll designate what type of play I want to see. Now, obviously, every coach is different. If you have a different philosophy, a different attack that you want to work, that's fine too. But what I usually do is I'll designate I want to see a drop pass, okay, a pass across to the weak side winger, and a one-time shot on net. Okay. So that's what we'll start with. Now, obviously, there are numerous different attack options. So if you want to have the guy come in and do a misdirection and then cycle the puck down to the corner or hit the trailer man coming in more towards the middle, that's all up to you. But for me, what I like to do is, at least for the first set of options, especially at the beginning of the season, have your players get used to these recurring patterns that happen over and over and over in a hockey game. Okay, so that's the first option. Now, once your players start getting the hang of this, you'll really be able to start tweaking and putting a lot of different options into this. So once we've got to the point where we've got that one-touch pass down and they're attacking in a proper 1-2-3 attack triangle, then what we'll do is, as a coach, you can designate, okay, now we're going to open it up. So it can be either the centerman or either of the wingers that receives the pass now. So we can, in fact, I'll draw that out. Okay, so we'll open the wingers as passing options. So if the winger gets the pass, then that changes a little bit of the dynamic of the drill. So what needs to happen if the winger gets the pass is, instead of the centerman, let's say that, just so that we can kind of keep this as clean as possible, let's say that the right winger receives the pass on this. Okay, so now instead of the centerman coming in and looping in behind that winger, what he's going to do is present himself as a front side support option. So what he'll do is swing in as a potential breakaway pass option. Okay, so if the coach passes to the winger, then it'll be a pass to the breakaway man. Okay, and now the breakaway man, who's the centerman on this particular one, he'll attack wide. Okay, and what that leaves is we've got our far side winger, who then would have to read it, and he'd become the F2, and then the person who received the initial pass becomes the trailer, and he'll follow up. So as a general rule, it's actually fairly straightforward. Whoever receives the initial pass becomes the trailer man, and that's a really easy way to remember it. And basically what it means is just, however that ends up working out, the centerman will have to read off of it, and either he'll become the breakaway man or the trailer man. Okay, now after your players have this variation down, then you can start throwing in a little bit more opposition. So what we'll do is you can either do a 3-on-1 or a 3-on-2. If you're going to do a 3-on-2, you'll have two lines of D, and as the play develops, basically they'll come up, and you might want to designate, you guys got to at least get outside the of your own blue line, or maybe outside the red line. So the defenseman will come up, make that pivot, okay, and then they'll back it up playing the 3-on-2. Okay, I put the wrong arrow there. Backing up, playing the 3-on-2. Okay, so those are all the different variations of the Wiseman drill, and like I said, be creative, because there are endless options to this. But every single option really simulates game situations, and I think you'll be able to have a lot of fun with this.